Hello guys, this is a preview of I Am Future. It's a game that I have been playing today. It's a demo that comes out tomorrow on the 23rd on Steam, and when the demo ended today, when I finished it, I was quite gutted because I really do like this game. It has a ton of potential, it's very relaxing, it's very satisfying, and it's just fun. It's just one of them fun games to play. I think it looks great as well. The little cartoony graphics are really nice. Yeah, what's not to like about this kind of game? So you wake up on this rooftop from a cryopod. You don't know who you are, where you are, why you're there, or you just know nothing. And the roof is kind of derelict. There's bits of junk lying around. There's areas you can't access. It's just a mess, an overgrown mess. And the world is all flooded. Everywhere's flooded. It's like you're the only person on Earth. Now, I'm not going to spoil the story because you learn about it as you go through the demo, so I'll let you discover that for yourselves. You find out kind of who you are as well, and you get quite a bit of information as you progress through the actual demo. So let's look at the gameplay loop and what you do. Well, it's all about mass salvaging. You've got to salvage pretty much everything that you can see. You can take it apart, you can saw planks out of benches, you can get scrap metal from metal objects that's out there. You can dismantle microwaves by meticulously taking them apart and getting the components and use them in other things. You've got quite a knowledge of electronics, so you're good at that kind of stuff. You can make pots, get fertilizer, and grow your own crops to make your own food, because you do have a food meter in this and a health meter. Now, you sleep as day and night cycles. You sleep mainly to replenish your health. You can lose health by these plants that are your main enemy in the demo. There's there's two of them, one in each corner of the map, and they kind of spawn these little caterpillars at night, which are damn annoying. They come over to where your food is, and they will just kind of evolve into this horrible sludgy plant that will kill all your crops. Your only defense is this aerosol spray. You can make more of them. They don't last long. You can probably get 2 nights worth out of one, so you have to constantly be making them out of scrap metal, and I think it's plastic. I can't remember the exact materials for it. You have a talking fridge as well, which gives you a few tips. You can also use it as a basic storage area. It holds, I think, 8 items or 10 items. And then there's a vending machine where if you give it 5 salads, you'll get some components or something. I can't remember what you get. Oh no, you get a hammer. That's right, you get a hammer. I don't know how that exactly is supposed to work in reality, but it's great in the game because it gets you access to tools that are essential. You can also upgrade your tools, which is essential as well, because like I said, there's areas that you can't get to in the map initially, but when you upgrade your tools, you can work your way through by destroying the barricades that are there, so to speak. There's loads of upgrading. You build a workbench, you upgrade that as well, and lots of discovery, because every new area that you break into has some new kind of types of loot. There's a backpacking one, and then on the right at the top there's this it's where you find out the story, the backstory. There's all this tech up there, and you have to repair this big machine, which allows you to make drones to send on expeditions to get really good stuff. So that's kind of the gameplay loop. You're constantly going around dismantling things, creating things, repairing things, and fending off things as well. Now, the thing with me when I was playing it, you run out of inventory space really quick. I think you should be given a bit more than what you are. I think it's way too little. It became a frustration for me because I was having to just drop things all over the floor. In fact, by the time I was almost finished the demo, there was just, I think there was more litter on the floor than there was when I actually started the game. It was just everywhere because I couldn't build storages yet because I didn't have the right mats, and there was nowhere to put stuff at all. And of course, if you're dropping stuff that's important, you kind of think, oh shit, where did I put that memory chip? And you're kind of looking all over the floor for stuff that you dropped. It's nuts. There's also fishing in the game, which I really like the fishing mini game. It's pretty straightforward and easy, but I love the way that you put different bait on your rod to get different catches, which is great. I mean, you can even get plastic and scrap metal if you just don't put any bait on. what I like about it the most is there's just tons and tons of stuff to do. Loads of stuff to craft, loads of kind of thinking about how you're going to get into the different areas, because like I said, you need to have certain upgrades of tools and that to access different areas. There's loads of blueprints, and there's going to be a lot more. I've been looking at not so much the roadmap but the preview on Steam, and there's loads and loads of stuff that's not in the demo that you're going to be able to explore and go to. Now, I don't know if you ever get to leave your city block yourself, but like I said, you can organize expeditions away from there. Although there is, on the top of the base, there is like a ladder, a rope ladder to get from one skyscraper to another that's broken, and you can repair it. So I'm assuming you can go across to other rooftops, but I don't know whether you can travel far and wide like an open world thing. I don't think you can do that, but you can there's certainly a lot more areas that you can unlock after the demo. I'm not sure when the game actually releases, but like I say, the demo's tomorrow on the 23rd. I highly recommend you play it if you're into any kind of crafting survival games. And it does look nice. It's got some decent sound effects, decent music. It's one of them games that you just relax when you're playing. It's fun. It's just a discovery. It's a kind of a discovery game. Bit of scrap mechanic in there as well. I noticed there's a few influences from other games in there, but that's fine. It has its own kind of unique stamp on this genre, and I like that. So there it is, guys. I Am Future, and I think I like it the most because I want to be that guy. I want to wake up tomorrow morning on the top of a skyscraper, and all the fucking world has just been wrecked, and there's just me and maybe some hot chick somewhere that I have to find. Yeah, you're telling people your fantasies. It's a great fantasy. I bet it's your fantasy. I think everybody's had that. My biggest fantasy is a zombie apocalypse. I would love that. I'd probably end up having to kill myself because I would never want to be eaten alive. So I'd always save the last bullet. Matt, what are you talking about? Yeah, but I would. I'd always save the last bullet for myself. But I already know I'm going to the Lake District if there's a zombie apocalypse. The first time I hear that the dead are now coming alive and walking the earth, I get in my car, pack a quick bag, and I go to the Lake District because I think it'd be safe on top of one of them big kind of mountain things. Just living off grid would be great until the Horde come and eat your face.